Have you ever woken up one morning, looked in the mirror, and wondered how time passed so quickly? You think, I still feel young inside, but my body doesn't agree anymore. For many people over 60, that reflection isn't just about wrinkles or gray hair, it's a quiet realization that every choice, every small habit, adds or subtracts from the precious gift of time. In today's video, we'll uncover the 5 everyday routines that are secretly stealing your lifespan, habits so common that 93% of seniors still do them every single day, often without even realizing their impact. Imagine this: Nancy from Denver, Colorado, a retired schoolteacher, used to start her mornings with coffee and the morning news. Sounds harmless, right? But after a mild heart scare, her doctor showed her data revealing how stress hormones spike during negative morning routines. Nancy had unknowingly developed one of the 5 morning habits that was stealing her lifespan. It wasn't her age that made her feel tired, it was her routine. And she's not alone. Recent research from the National Institute on Aging shows that small, repetitive choices, things we do automatically, can influence our health span by up to 15 years. It's not just what you eat or how often you move, it's how you start your day, how you think, and even the environment you surround yourself with. These seemingly innocent actions can become what I call silent thieves, the ones quietly stealing your lifespan while you're busy living it. And the scary part? Most of them don't feel wrong at all. But here's the good news: once you see these patterns, you can change them. You can take back control of your time, your energy, and your joy. The goal of this video isn't to scare you, it's to empower you. Because after all, a long life isn't just about counting years, it's about adding life to your years. So, if you're ready to uncover the 5 habits that might be shortening your life after 60, stay with us until the end, because what you'll learn today might just change your tomorrow. We're not talking about extreme diets or expensive treatments. We're talking about simple, daily adjustments that could add quality years to your journey. And before we dive in, ask yourself this: are your daily choices helping you live longer, or are they quietly stealing your lifespan? Let's find out together. Habit number 1: the morning routine that starts you in the wrong direction. Let's begin with what most people underestimate: the morning routine. Believe it or not, what you do in the first hour after waking up can set the tone for your entire day, especially if you're over 60. It's one of the 5 morning habits that can either extend or silently steal your lifespan. Many seniors start their day with caffeine overload, a quick scroll through upsetting news, or skipping breakfast altogether. These 5 everyday actions seem harmless, but they trigger stress hormones like cortisol, which elevate blood pressure, disrupt heart rhythm, and even affect memory retention. Studies published in the American Journal of Geriatric Cardiology revealed that people who experience morning stress spikes are 40% more likely to develop cardiovascular issues, an alarming number that directly affects your lifespan after 60. Take Robert from Austin, Texas, for example. For years, his mornings looked the same: 2 cups of strong black coffee, the TV blaring political debates, and no breakfast until noon. He thought he was being efficient, saving time, staying informed. But one morning, after a dizzy spell, his doctor ran a full checkup. The results showed chronic dehydration, high blood pressure, and elevated cholesterol. His physician said, "Robert, these are not diseases, they're habits that have accumulated over time." That conversation changed his life. He began practicing slow breathing exercises, switched to water before coffee, and replaced the morning news with a 10-minute gratitude journal. Within 3 months, his energy increased, and his blood pressure dropped by 15 points. That's not magic, that's biology reclaiming balance. So why is this so common? Because 93% of seniors believe that routine equals stability, when in fact, it can sometimes mean repetition without reflection. Your body at 60+ doesn't respond the same way it did at 30. The metabolism slows, stress tolerance decreases, and sleep recovery takes longer. That's why it's vital to avoid these old automatic patterns. They might be stealing your lifespan without warning. Replacing just one negative morning habit with something mindful, such as stretching or gentle sunlight exposure, can increase serotonin levels by up to 35%, based on a 2022 UCLA study. And serotonin, in turn, improves heart rhythm, digestion, and overall emotional balance. So the question isn't, what should I add to my routine, but rather, what should I remove? Maybe it's that cup of caffeine before water. Maybe it's scrolling through chaos before peace. Or maybe, just maybe, it's the belief that busyness equals purpose. Because sometimes, slowing down is the fastest way to longevity. Your morning doesn't just predict your mood, it predicts your lifespan after 60. These tiny habits, done daily, accumulate into decades of impact, either extending or shortening your journey. If you've ever wondered why some people age gracefully while others struggle, look no further than the first hour of their day. So as you sip your coffee tomorrow, ask yourself, is this habit fueling my life or stealing my lifespan? Habit number 2, eating patterns that slowly steal your strength. Now, let's talk about something that seems harmless but quietly defines your health destiny, your daily eating habits. It's not just about what you eat, it's when and how you eat that truly matters. Among the 5 daily routines, irregular eating patterns rank high as one of the hidden culprits stealing your lifespan. Most seniors eat too little during the day and too much at night, confusing the body's natural circadian rhythm. According to a study from Harvard Medical School, seniors who consume 70% of their calories after sunset have a 25% higher risk of metabolic syndrome, a condition directly linked to shorter life expectancy. Take Linda from Tampa, Florida. She's 67, energetic, and full of stories, but for years, she struggled with fatigue and digestion problems. "I thought I was just getting old," she said. But after consulting a nutritionist, she learned her habit of skipping breakfast and eating heavy dinners was stealing her lifespan after 60. Once she switched to lighter evening meals and added a balanced, protein-rich breakfast, her sleep improved, her energy stabilized, and her lab results transformed. Within months, her doctor told her she had the metabolism of a woman 10 years younger. Her story isn't an exception, it's proof that small shifts can bring big results. Science backs this up. The National Institute of Health reported that people over 60 who align their meals with daylight hours show 20% better insulin sensitivity and improved cognitive function. That's because your digestive system has its own internal clock. When you eat too late, your body stores energy instead of burning it. It's one of the 5 habits that sound simple but can drastically change your lifespan after retirement age. And yet, 93% of seniors still cling to outdated myths like, a big dinner helps you sleep. The truth? It forces your heart, liver, and pancreas to work overtime when they should be resting. It's like keeping the lights on in your body's factory long after everyone's gone home. You can't expect the machinery to last forever if it never gets a break. If you're still here watching and listening, I want to know, are you following along closely? Type number 2 in the comments below so I'll know you're one of the mindful ones who care about your health and future. Raising hands, and while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Age Wisdom, your go-to channel for learning how to protect your mind, body, and time. Each click helps us reach more seniors who deserve to live longer, happier, and wiser lives. So remember, it's not about strict dieting, it's about rhythm, timing, and awareness. Avoid these habits that silently rob your vitality. Don't let your plate decide your fate. What you eat, and when you eat it, can either be a clock that counts down your years, or a compass that points toward longevity. Habit number 3, the comfort that's slowly killing you. If there's one word that defines retirement for many people over 60, it's comfort. After decades of working hard, raising families, and chasing goals, you finally deserve to relax, right? But here's the hidden danger. Too much comfort can quietly become one of the 5 everyday habits stealing your lifespan. Yes, comfort itself can kill, slowly, silently, and predictably. Meet George from Portland, Oregon, a 72-year-old former carpenter who prided himself on finally being able to do nothing. His mornings were peaceful, his afternoons quiet. But within 2 years of retiring, George gained 30 pounds, developed knee pain, and started forgetting small things, like where he put his keys or whether he'd taken his medication. His doctor explained that inactivity had reduced blood flow to his brain and weakened his cardiovascular system. "It's like rust," the doctor said. "The less you move, the faster it spreads." George was stunned. He thought rest was recovery, but science says otherwise. According to the Mayo Clinic, sitting for more than 8 hours a day increases the risk of early death by 50%, even for people who exercise occasionally. That's because our bodies weren't designed for stillness, they were designed for rhythm, movement, breathing, and engagement. Sedentary lifestyles disrupt glucose metabolism, weaken muscles, and accelerate cognitive decline. And yet, 93% of seniors still spend most of their day sitting, watching TV, reading, or scrolling on phones. It feels peaceful, but it's actually stealing your lifespan after 60. The fix isn't about intense workouts or running marathons. It's about gentle consistency. Just 20 minutes of walking, light stretching, or gardening every day can reduce mortality risk by up to 30%, according to Johns Hopkins University. Your body responds to movement like a plant to sunlight, it comes alive. George began walking his dog twice daily and joined a local community dance class. Within months, his energy returned, his memory sharpened, and most importantly, his smile came back. The danger of this habit lies in how harmless it feels. Comfort convinces you that doing less means living longer, but the truth is, motion equals life. When your muscles move, your heart pumps stronger, your brain releases dopamine, and your cells repair faster. So, when you choose the couch over a short stroll, ask yourself, is this rest helping me recover, or is it quietly stealing my lifespan? And remember, balance is key. It's not about staying busy, it's about staying alive inside. Because when your days are filled with small, joyful movements, your nights are filled with peace, not regrets. So as we move to the next habit, keep this in mind, longevity isn't found in stillness, it's found in motion with purpose. Habit number 4, carrying emotional weight that ages you faster. Not all habits that shorten your life are physical, some live quietly in your heart and mind. One of the 5 habits stealing your lifespan is emotional baggage, stress, resentment, guilt, or loneliness that quietly drains your health day by day. Scientists have found that emotional stress can accelerate biological aging as much as smoking or poor diet. According to a Stanford University study, people over 60 who experience chronic stress have a 43% higher rate of inflammation, directly linked to heart disease, arthritis, and memory loss. Take Marjorie from Seattle, Washington, for example. She lost her husband 5 years ago and said she never felt the same afterward. Even though she smiled on the outside, she admitted that loneliness had become her silent companion. Her doctor noticed her blood pressure rising, sleep declining, and appetite fading. It wasn't medication she needed, it was connection. When Marjorie joined a senior gardening club and started journaling gratitude each morning, something remarkable happened. Her energy improved, her mood lifted, and her doctor said her heart rhythm had stabilized. It wasn't magic, it was emotional release. She was no longer letting her mind and heart be the thieves stealing her lifespan after 60. Here's what most people don't realize: the brain and body talk constantly. Every negative emotion sends chemical messages that affect your immune system and even your DNA. Researchers at Harvard Health found that holding grudges can shorten lifespan by reducing telomere length, the tiny caps that protect your chromosomes from aging. The longer you hold on to pain, the faster your cells think they're old. This is why emotional healing isn't just spiritual, it's scientific. So what can you do? Start small. Talk to someone. Write your feelings. Laugh more. Even sharing a meal with a neighbor can lower stress hormones like cortisol and boost serotonin levels. It's not weakness to seek connection, it's wisdom. After all, even the strongest heart needs warmth to keep beating. If you're still here with me right now, that means you care about your emotional health, and that's powerful. I want to know who the strong ones are. So go ahead and type number 4 in the comments below to show that you're still watching and learning. Raising hands. And while you're here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Age Wisdom. Together, we're building a community where aging isn't about decline, it's about rediscovery, purpose, and peace. Remember, you can't control time, but you can control how peacefully you live it. Don't let old wounds or hidden worries keep stealing your lifespan. Let them go, because forgiveness, gratitude, and love aren't just emotions, they're medicine. Habit number 5, ignoring rest and the power of true sleep. We've talked about food, movement, emotions, but there's one habit most seniors ignore until it's too late: sleep. Among the 5 habits stealing your lifespan, this one is perhaps the quietest thief of all. It doesn't shout, it doesn't hurt immediately, but night after night, it takes a little more of your strength, your clarity, and your years. For those over 60, Poor sleep is more than just fatigue, it's a direct threat to your heart, memory, and longevity. Research from the National Sleep Foundation found that seniors who consistently sleep less than 6 hours a night have a 33% higher risk of stroke and cognitive decline. That's not just losing sleep, that's stealing your lifespan after every restless night. Take Daniel from Phoenix, Arizona. At 68, he prided himself on being too tough to need sleep. He stayed up late watching TV, scrolling on his phone, and waking up early to get things done. But soon, he noticed his memory slipping and his temper shortening. "I thought it was just old age," he said, until a neurologist revealed that his brain wasn't resting long enough to clear toxins. After being guided to improve his sleep, dimming lights after sunset, cutting caffeine, and practicing gratitude before bed, Daniel's energy returned, his focus sharpened, and even his skin looked younger. His wife joked, "It's like I got my husband back." That's what real rest does, it brings you back to yourself. Sleep is the body's repair time. During deep rest, your cells regenerate, your brain clears waste, and your heart rate stabilizes. Scientists at Johns Hopkins University discovered that during sleep, the brain's lymphatic system removes harmful proteins linked to Alzheimer's, but only if you sleep long and deep enough. Skipping that process night after night is like never taking out the trash, eventually, it piles up. And yet, 93% of seniors report poor or irregular sleep patterns, often caused by screens, late-night snacking, or untreated sleep apnea. These 5 daily mistakes might feel small, but together, they can quietly shorten your lifespan after 60. So what's the secret? It's not sleeping longer, it's sleeping smarter. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Keep your room dark and cool. Replace evening news with soft music or gratitude reflection. The mind that rests well wakes with wisdom. As one sleep researcher put it, sleep is not a luxury, it's the foundation of longevity. When you ignore rest, you don't gain time, you lose life. It's one of the most common 5 habits that feels productive but is actually stealing your lifespan. Think of every good night's sleep as an investment in your tomorrow, because the older you get, the more each morning matters. Closing, reclaiming time, rewriting tomorrow. So here we are, at the end of this journey through the 5 habits stealing your lifespan. Maybe, as you listened, you recognized 1 or 2 of them in your own life. Maybe you thought, that sounds like me. And that's okay. Awareness isn't guilt, it's the first step toward change. Because what truly defines us after 60 isn't how many years we've lived, but how much life we still have the courage to claim. If there's one message from this video, it's this: longevity isn't luck, it's lifestyle. The 5 everyday habits we've discussed, careless mornings, poor eating patterns, too much stillness, emotional weight, and neglecting rest, are not just routines, they're choices. Each of them either nourishes or drains your lifespan after 60. The beauty is that it's never too late to choose differently. You can always take back what time has borrowed, one mindful morning, one kind word, one peaceful night at a time. Remember Nancy from Denver, who changed her morning routine and found peace again. Linda from Tampa, who healed her energy through balanced meals. George from Portland, who rediscovered joy in movement. Marjorie from Seattle, who replaced loneliness with connection. And Daniel from Phoenix, who finally learned that sleep is not weakness but wisdom. These aren't just stories, they're mirrors. They show us that transformation doesn't depend on age, but on intention. Science may tell us that aging is inevitable, but how we age, that's still in our hands. Studies show that seniors who consciously improve daily habits can increase life expectancy by up to 10 years. 10 more summers to laugh, 10 more holidays with family, 10 more quiet mornings watching the sunrise. Those aren't just years, they're memories waiting to happen. So as you finish this video, take a deep breath. You've just learned the 5 habits that most people ignore, yet they're stealing your lifespan quietly, day after day. But now, you know how to stop them. You know how to protect your energy, your joy, your time. This isn't an ending, it's a beginning. If you've made it this far, I want to thank you from the heart. You're not just watching, you're growing. And I'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, share which habit you're going to change first. Let's inspire one another to live wiser, stronger, and longer. And before you go, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Golden Age Wisdom, a place where wisdom never grows old, and where every sunrise reminds us that it's never too late to live better. Because in the end, life isn't about counting the days you have left, it's about making every day count. So take back your time, and start rewriting your tomorrow, today.